shadow work and guidance. So, shadow work is about becoming the most authentic version of yourself, becoming more you than you've ever been. So, we're going to start with conversations with your inner self. These are some triggers that might be needing to be identified. So, let's see what triggers we have for the week. Putting yourself last. Where are you putting yourself last, and why did you put aside your own needs? Failed relationships. What is a common thread in your failed relationship? Inner teen. What do you wish someone would have told you as a teenager? Blame. What do you often blame others for? Self pressure. When are you the hardest on yourself? Title your life book. If you were to write a book about your life, what would the title be and why? I wrote one about my life. If you guys are curious and would like to know more, it's called Stepping Stones to Destiny. Check my LINKTREE, the link in the description box, or the link in the bio. It will take you there. It's for sale on Amazon. Why is it called Stepping Stones to Destiny? Because with each step you take, you are closer to your destiny. All right, inner child. In what way is your inner child affecting your life right now? All right, let's see how we integrate or how we find the balance with our shadow work. Forgiveness. How can you practice forgiveness towards your shadow self? Communication. How can understanding your shadow self improve your communication? Needs. What are needs that you have that have been neglected? How can you establish your needs and standards more strongly in life? The color of. What color represents your healing and why? Childhood memory. Think back to a time you felt hurt as a child and imagine that you could speak to your child self at that moment. What would you say? Acceptance. How can you practice accepting yourself? And gifts. What could be the potential gifts for your shadow? What could be the potential gifts of your shadow traits? One more. Joy. Think of a time when you felt a spark of joy and inspiration. Where were you and what were you doing? All right, so that one is called Conversations with Our Inner Self. So some triggers, if these resonate for you, you can sit and talk it out with yourself, or you can journal about it or meditate, however you see fit to work through it. All right, what do we need to know for our shadow work this week? That was pretty quick. All right, let's get some cards out here and we'll see what's going on. All right, so it looks like we start with really needing to meet our own needs with the Nine of Cups here. So shadow side is really like a reversal. So this tells us that our emotional needs might not be being met. There could be some disharmony in a relationship. There could also be some emotional distance going on. So that might need some work. We have the Eight of Coins here. I feel like someone's not putting in the work, and that may be the biggest obstacle. Remember, reciprocal energy is what we're looking for no matter the situation. We have the World. This would be like the World in reverse. Lots of restrictions right now. Could be around money, travel, new beginnings. Some sort of cycle is not yet over with, and it could be in a relationship. I feel like you may have lost hope that things can change for the better, or that a wish fulfillment has been delayed by so much time that it feels like it's never going to come. The universe may surprise you. Sometimes when you lose hope, that's when it shows up. And the Eight of Swords. So I feel like you need to get out of this pattern of overthinking and really dealing with negative emotions and negative thoughts. The Magician, you haven't seen this manifestation come in, so you might have lost hope. I feel like maybe you're not manifesting from a positive state of being as well, or maybe you've just kind of given up on things. Lots of worry. We need to start shifting our perspective and see things differently, facing our fears, facing our own challenges in the mirror. The Ten of Cups, also in reverse. There could be some sort of dramatic ending to a long-standing commitment. I feel like you may just kind of throw in the towel once and for all. Yeah, and you're tired of things not going forward and things not changing, so I could see why you would want to just give up. I feel like it's a cycle that needs to end, but it doesn't look like it's ready to just yet. Let's see what else we need to know from now till the end of March. All right, so somebody needs to be brave. The Knight of Swords being out here really talks about taking action, being brave, finding your courage. it's finding your courage to leave things behind or be your own hero. There is some communication that needs to happen. Maybe you need to tell this partnership, hey, you're not putting in, your best effort. Why am I expected to put in mine? It needs to be reciprocal. It needs to be balanced. I feel like there needs to be some truth or clarity shed on this situation to make some forward progress. There might be a lot of drama, a lot of conflicts, lots of confusion, especially around a wish fulfillment. And if this is a heavy burden, there's been a lot of backstabbing and betrayal. This needs to be something that you evaluate whether you want to continue that or not. It is keeping you up at night why these manifestations haven't come in. I do feel like mentally you feel very trapped, and that's a cycle that needs to end. Especially if you're losing sleep over it. If there's things that really need to be on the way out, communicate that. That's the only way I feel like some of this is going to change for you to take action. It's going to take strength for you to face your fears. Some of this might be that you have to do it alone, and so maybe that takes some courage on your part to finally go forward in a new direction. There is potential for new love coming in for you as well after an ending of a long-standing relationship, and I feel like you really need to first work on recovery. So healing from heartbreak, pain, deception, a broken heart, grief, all that stuff, and I feel like that's also what's keeping things kind of stuck. Is there anything else hidden from us that we need to be aware of from now until the end of March? Ooh, okay. Death again. So the ending, that's something that needs to happen. I feel like there's hesitation there, that it hasn't happened. There could also be like third-party interference going on. You could need to work well with others for these things to be successful. You may also need to kind of have more fun in life, step out of your comfort zone, but don't make any rash decisions. I feel like planning is important. Again, letting go of that heavy burden, but we're still holding on to it, and that we need to see things differently. I feel like there's a lot of kind of doom and gloom mentality in this reading, and so really shifting your perspective and being willing to take that next step, that leap of faith to try new things. You may reject a love offer because you're not quite ready yet. The Nine of Wands really tells us that you have a guarded mentality, you've been through a lot, and that you may still be stuck in the past, but you are trying to release that. The King of Coins tells us that we need to be cautious with business decisions. Don't make any rash choices, large ticket items, things that are above your means at this time. You need to really be careful of scams. You need to also be careful of investing in things that are like shady business decisions, because somebody could be up to no good. You could be getting scammed, so be very cautious. Make sure everything's on the up and up. Check it out. The Hermit. All right, so how we're going to find the balances to go inward and reflect. You may need to kind of cut the world off, take some time for yourself. I feel like you do have some abundance coming for you, so kind of keep that tight-lipped. I feel like if you won the lottery tomorrow, you wouldn't want the world knowing, right? Because certain people would come in with their hand out, gimme, gimme. So you want to maybe close off from the world for a little while, but you're working on generational wealth. You're working on balance. You have to let something go sometimes in order to get there. You do have a wish fulfillment that's coming in. It's going to happen in divine timing. I feel like first you have to face yourself in the mirror and see if there's any adjustments that need to be made. We go from a very pessimistic attitude to a lot better. Celebrations, good news, parties, anniversaries, birthdays, and the 9 of coins. 9 and 10 of coins, would you look at that? So some positive changes all the way around are coming financially for you. The hard work will pay off financially. I feel like it also gives you some emotional fulfillment, and there's the forward progress where we were very stuck. The Wheel of Fortune's out here as your final card. You're going towards things that are much better for you, but it's almost like you had to pay your dues along the way in order to get to the good stuff. So while it sucks to go through the trenches of all the bad things in life, know that there is always something good coming on the other side of all these obstacles and challenges. And if you didn't experience the rain, you wouldn't appreciate the rainbow. So know that good luck and good fortune is coming to you. I do feel like you have a lot of positivity coming for your finances. You might be exiting a really toxic relationship, but it will also be for the best. And know that there is new love trying to come in once you are healed and ready for it. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.